Good morning, afternoon, everyone. My name is Karen Skio. I'm the ETO Administrator at the California Department of Social Services Office of Child Abuse Prevention, also known as OCAP. Today's presentation will cover what's new in this year's OCAP annual report, an overview of the report, and ETO 101. In the event you have questions after the conclusion of this presentation, please email or call during normal business hours. Links and OCAP contact information will appear again at the end of this presentation. New this year. This year's report was created using ETO, Efforts to Outcomes Software, a cloud-based database system developed by Social Solutions. Your ETO administrator will assign each county a username and password. There are 6 touchpoint forms you will need to complete for the annual report: County Identified Need, County Children's Trust Fund, Child Abuse Prevention Month, Service Activity and Funding Stream, and the Evidence-Based Informed Checklist. This year, no hard copy submissions are required. Everything is stored in ETO. There are fewer open-ended questions. The questions are outcome-focused, and the year-end expenditure report is complete as soon as all your information is entered. Nothing to upload or email. Note, if you're changing programs, you still need to submit a hard copy program description and new expenditure workbook to your OCAP consultant. Other improvements are improved service category definitions. Both the service category definitions and/or examples and the glossary of terms are posted on the OCAP's extranet at the link provided below. An additional comments section appears at the end of each report section. Use this as needed to explain or report any items that you believe are important to your overall report but were not covered previously. Data entry will be open from July 1st to October 30th. After the report due date of Friday, October 30th, 2015, all touch points will be locked and you will be unable to edit data. You can enter data at any time. The October 30th due date refers to the 2014-15 report. Report overview. Last year, you had to complete a year-end expenditure report. Since ETO is already set up to capture this information, this form is no longer required. You will have access to run reports at the end of the reporting deadline. If you show a balance remaining of CBCAP dollars or have not met the 20% requirement of each PSSF component, you will need to provide explanations. Questions about this can be directed to your OCAP consultant. ETO also captures the accounting of your County Children's Trust Fund and will replace last year's County Children's Trust Fund certification form that counties were previously required to complete, according to a separate ACIN released in years past in late fall. Please compare your counts to last year's submission. If you had wide variances, maybe 10% increase or decrease, over the last year, please provide us with a short explanation of the particular service category variance. Frequently, these variances end up being data entry or calculation errors. Please check your work. Accurate data is needed as all is reported to the National Child Abuse and Neglect Data System. When wide variations occur, we must explain them in our NCANS report. We appreciate your attention to detail in this area. Client counts by race, ethnicity are also unduplicated. We recognize that some organizations collect data on many other races or ethnicities. The list we are using is classified according to the standards established by the Federal Office of Management and Budgets. Remember, like you did in the service counts, please count participants as individual or family, not both. Outcomes reporting. This is similar to previous years, except that you'll report expenditures per service instead of per funding stream. We suggest that you ascertain this information from your funded partner, who can likely easily answer these questions. We've eliminated many narrative questions from previous years and made them either yes or no or multiple choice questions. You'll no longer need to report on the allocations received. This information is uploaded by your ETO administrator. You'll just report on the expenditures for each service. This information is captured via the Service Activity and Funding Stream touchpoint. The best news of all, there are character limits, so long essays are not expected. Just a concise, informative response. Like in previous years, the CBCAP report is again the longest report section. Most questions are the same as previous years. They're just multiple choice answers rather than requiring a narrative response. CBCAP funded services require the completion of the evidence-based informed checklist touchpoint. This is located on the entity dashboard in the Service Activity and Funding Stream section. This will replace last year's CBCAP evidence-based, evidence-informed decision tree, formerly referred to as the CBCAP checklist. By answering yes or no to the program characteristics questions, ETO will automatically calculate your program level for you. And we would also like you to email or upload to ETO any photos or media links about 2015 Child Abuse Prevention Month activities that happened in your county. Tips for success. Here are some successful tips that we suggest you follow to help make your reporting experience successful. Compile your data before starting your data entry in ETO. Note the character limits for some of the responses. Involve your funded partners in this process. This is critical. Counties are sometimes stumped on questions related to specific programs or activities, but we believe your funded partners will have the answers. Be sure to review the resources on the annual reporting page of the OCAP extranet. The glossary of terms and services categories are important references. It's also important to cross-reference with the fact sheets of each funding source to verify allowable activities. Download the ETO County User Guide for a more detailed look at ETO. And finally, an Excel version of the Service Activity and Funding Stream touchpoint is available on the extranet as well. ETO 101. This next section will cover the basic navigation and required information needed for the annual report, as well as how to print, save, and view your responses. As previously stated, this year's report was created using ETO, which stands for Efforts to Outcome. ETO is a user-friendly tool that we think will improve your overall annual reporting experience. The OCAP annual report is divided into 5 sections known as touch points. You will access each section via the entity dashboard. There you will select the section you wish to work on, click the New button, and begin. Most usernames and passwords have already been assigned. However, if you have changes in staff, you can request a new one from your administrator. Once you enter in the information, you will be prompted to change your password and update your profile information. You will also be required to agree to Social Solutions Terms of Use. This is the only time that you'll see the terms of use. Once you've completed the required information, click the Save button and you will be logged into ETO. My Dashboard. Once logged into ETO, you will see the My Dashboard page. Touch points on this page are not required for annual reporting. They do need to be completed at some point, but not each year, and updated only on an as-needed basis. Touch points on this screen include Terms and Conditions, County Contact Information, and General Information. You'll also notice a link to your most recently viewed county. Use this link to quickly get to your county dashboard. For a more detailed description of these touch points, contact your OCAP consultant or refer to the County User Guide located on OCAP's extranet. Entity Dashboard. The Entity Dashboard is also known as the County Dashboard. This is the place where you will complete the touch points required for your annual report. To access your county dashboard, you can type your county name in the quick search box at the top left of your screen, then choose View County Dashboard. There are 7 touch points on this screen. From left to right, they are County Identified Need, Allocated Funds, and remember, this information is uploaded by your ETO administrator. Other touch points include CCTF, CAP Month, and CAP Cs. There's also the Service Activity and Funding Stream. An additional touch point for the evidence-based informed checklist is located in this Service Activity and Funding Stream touch point by clicking on the link under the Dashboard heading. Reminder, this touch point only needs to be completed if you are using CBCAP funds for your service. To record a new touch point, click the New button and enter your information. You can also edit, view, add similar, or delete any touch point that you have created by clicking on the Take Action buttons. So, this brings me to the last section of the presentation. How do you view all of this data without opening each and every touch point? Reports. Running reports. Suppose you want to see a list of all the responses you've entered into ETO, or maybe you want to print out blank copies of a touch point, or maybe even see if you've completed all the necessary touch points, which are complete, which are in draft status. There are several reports available to you. To access the ETO reports, you want to expand the navigation bar, choose Reports, and then choose View Reports New. You'll see a list of reports available to you on the left-hand side of your screen with a description of the report on the right. You want to click on the report you'd like to run. Your report will launch in a separate browser window. You will not be logged out of ETO. A prompt box will pop up requiring you to reply to prompts before running the query, such as county, date range, etc. The question prompts depend on the type of report and may vary from report to report. Printing and saving responses. Once you've answered all the prompts, your report will open. You can view, print, and save any report. You also have the option to save a report as an Excel, PDF, or text file. To do so, simply click the Document button at the top left of the screen, choose Save to My Computer As, then choose your preferred format. You can download a more detailed set of instructions on OCAP's extranet. On the screen now is contact information as well as links to the OCAP's extranet. This concludes the 2015 Annual Report presentation. Thank you for your participation to prevent child abuse and neglect.